decals put back on not that long ago as well. They've been off for a while, and I talked to him a couple races ago. He's like, I'm going to get those back on, and guess what? He got them back on. Ladies, please, we get sportsmen to the staging lanes. Down on the starting line. .762. All right, our next pair, both from Southern Saskatchewan. Gallagher, he's up with the Bobby Haru. That's Sammy Hagar, but Sammy looks like he's dead at the starting line. So let's take a look. Paul Gallagher. He's never run the car down the track, folks. Oh. And guess who shows up in the lane next to him? So Kelly Morrison, Rich Harder, congratulations, 5 years anniversary. Laser Automatic Am. But Darren, thank you for all the memories, man. You put a water drop down the track here. And right now, unfortunately, pretty mean machines. And I'll talk about a mean machine. Tim Bullich out of Melford. Rod? Yes. Look around, folks. We got a ton of stuff going on. These race car guys, they're going to get a little aggressive. They want to get to staging. They do. Once again, just take your time in the pits. Take a look around. We're cheering for the riders, buddy.
And again, you can bring anything down to the track to run in our street legal class. We've got a Nissan Maxima out there right now. Not something we don't really think about. As long as you can pass Jack, we're going to hang out with them.
All right, we're talking about Chase Strand a little bit earlier. Is very unique. Never seen that. Look at this one out of Weyburn. It's an Econoline van, Josh. He's a great kid. Eric Humphreys out of Saskatoon, part of the Weeks racing team. There's one generation right now. Out on the street anymore. You will see them this weekend. That's right. It is the big weekend car show downtown.
a little bit of news from the tower. So we are calling street legal.
Say 2010, 2014. Looks like the bow tie gets this. Hey, Shane Groff. Dad's driving the Buick here today. And it's a red eye for the president. Shane, you get the win. And I love it. Shane and Sully, they were participants of Miles of Mayhem. Back running a different car, but you'd like to thank Andy McAway for lending me his car. I'd like to be Andy McAway to lend me his car. But I met Mrs. Diesel once again. I met her in Yorkton a bunch of years ago. So I was kind of teasing her, and she can come up. Yes, I'd love to see if you guys wanted to see these guys run.
We got final call for Junior Dragster, please. Final call for Junior Dragster. Feature cars, if you're planning on making a hit, you can absolutely make a hit.
Unfortunately, Amanda got the red eye. Taylor with the Camaro will cross. So good to see Walter Fournette's back, and I do believe he won the last race.
Yeah, Walter picked up one of the wins in that marathon event that we ran a few weeks back.
Racers out of Southeast Saskatchewan.
Oh yeah.
Older
Right,
one.
I tease Sean, he's a Mopar guy, right? But
Viper.
1340. Well, we got Jerry Ives and he's did an 8-mile run. Okay, folks, this is the big place you can run. Let's put your hands together. That's right, making our way down the return road. All right, Quinn Olsen making his home out of Sherwood Park, Alberta. As he's ready to go, Sherry hits the button and we are off.
Whoa, big step there out of the throttle, but you can see on the fine action that we've got driven out here. But yeah, again, left-hand lane, this is our current track record holder.
Almost half track, almost 200 miles an hour. Oh, there we go. Pulling the chutes.
That is Greg Hunter.
Wow.
That was the tow vehicle.
Gap there, so you see Frank go, light goes green for the Camaro. This is bracket racing, so everybody's got to have a dial-in number on their car. That's the numbers they're trying to independently for the cars based on the dial-in time you see at the top end.
Check it sooner.
And Ron Crane is on his way. And then after that, it's down to reaction time and how accurate those dial-in times are. Sean Isaac on his way. Unfortunately, Don Giesberg. 59. So Keith in the right-hand lane will have about a 2-second, what will appear to be a head start. Austin Samolewski unfortunately turns on the red light. And the Mustang will have to chase him. Separate timing and go from there. So Jeff Edwards and Walter Furness, they are off. It's a clean start. That's what Walter Furness. And it's a clean start. So let's see how this one plays out. One of these cars will advance to round number 2.
Wheel stand.
All right, we got a clean at the same time, but reaction time and proper dial-in time is the challenge. There should be a heck of a race, folks. It's going to look heads up. It's going to come down to reaction time. It's going to come down to knowing your dial-in time. Oh my goodness, I don't know what happened there. Fred Hain left so early. All right, Derek Murray. Let's see how this one goes. Clean start wheel stand for Isaac Stettner. Dart versus Trans Am. Who goes on? It's a clean start. This one's going to be the ourselves a clean start. Torino's going to have to do some. And it's going to be the Camaro fine earlier today. That's a 1930 Ford Roadster. To hit that number that you see on the top end there.
Red light.
And Jake Giesbrecht was on a heartbreaking red there. And this turns on the red light, so the wind light will come on for Jared McIntyre. Here we go. Dave Buzzy Kerr turns on the red light. Bernie Piper will advance to round number 2. down.
10-10.
Yeah. Took a bit of a wander for some reason. Back in a portable RV at Calgary. And we got a clean start. Anita Henry's a tough customer. What a half-second difference. The Demon got a little antsy. Brandon Bennett advances to round number 2. After that, we've got an hour plus of feature cars coming for you. Yeah, feature cars, if you are able, you can make your way to the staging lanes for full fuel bikes. Alright, if I'm reading this... Alright, going out to the 8th mile, I think, if I'm not mistaken. The outlaw looks like it's carry on! Alright, Russ Flamin out of Saskatoon! Let's see, the Pro Fuel Nitro bikes. Oh, you can see the light goes on left-hand lane, 783. Roll like a stabbed rat. Oh, a little bit of 824 Nitro bikes. What? Still gonna run, listen to this, folks, 7.77 seconds. Model T's. Dwayne left a little bit early. Left-hand lane, 718 and 188 for the front. And you can see the tires blow out. Single pass. Oh, ripped up the tires off a little bit there, just beyond 60 feet. 959 cubic inches of motor to work with underneath the hood of that Corvette. Well, a little bit of the hiccup on the starting line for Mike Gonzilla. Don't worry, they're going to go back in the pit. Court's back on the road. 788, 164 miles an hour. Shut off there. Something's going on. Again, if you've drank moonshine, not that any of you good upstanding folks have ever done such a thing. Miles an hour, the bull is absolutely lovely. The horns on that one, an amazing pass.
Whoa, what a save!
Get going.
Oh, wicked, yeah.
Unbelievable. It's running 6:21 in the left-hand lane, 6:37 in
It's his first round of eliminations. But it's a green, green, green. Turn McPhee.
Here we go.
down. Trans Am had a stumble at the hit of the and we've got a clean start here. And the red light comes on for Sean LaShawn. It's going to be Wayne Lincoln in the got ourselves a clean start. Let's see how this one plays out. Sounds like he's going to go after it. Turns on the red lights. And it's going to be a red light for Chris Kirk. Yes, sir. 1967 Acadian Conso. He's going to have to wait. He'd like to thank Link Brendel's Laser Auto Body and ABS. We'll see how this one plays out. Oh. Double red lights with Leroy Schmidt, red light worse. Braden, who's in the other lane. It's Braden in the Scat Rat. And let's see how this one plays out. Lit on that one, Mike Bars and the Master and then we're gonna come down first for Jack Appleby. Isaac's under red lights. Staging lanes now. Oh, Joe Bergen, red light. And it's a clean start for both vehicles. Looks like the Dakota maybe stumbled. Oh, the Dakota stumbled quite a lot. On the red light, Derek Gerwig advances to the next round. Done down to 13:24. Oh, Econoline took a real big water out there. But you will be called. Don't worry, we will let you know. But we just want to give you the heads up that that's what we're shooting for. Wait. Almost 2.5 seconds, and yeah, waiting is hard. And he shows it there, so Philip will move on to the next round. On their way, clean start. First, we've got ourselves a clean start, which means we've got ourselves a drag race. Again, they're trying to hit that number that they've dialed in at the top end. And this one's going to J. Station lanes 5 and 6, please. Pro to station lanes 5 and 6. Oh man, did not expect to see Evil Knievel out here tonight. Dean Addy now. Wait about 0.4 of a second. And it's going to be the Chevelle moving on because the Malibu left too early. Lindsay managed to lift those short wheels here. Wheel stand for Isaac Stettner, and it's a clean start. Holy Toledo, look at the... Holy Toledo, look at the wheel stand.
Wow, yeah, the wicked wheel stand.
This one plays out.
Red light.
Red light, yeah.
And Camden Fiesel goes red, 008 on the wrong side of the Steve Beck goes red. Ken Daly will advance to the next round of Pro. at 10:40. Camaro will leave first. Kevin Wilson goes red. Chuck Porter on the loose job. Oh, and Orley goes red. Actually, they both went red, but Orley went red first. So dial-in time is only a tenth of a second difference, just about. 8/100s, but who's counting? Should be a good race though. Rick Scott out of Halbright, Nolan Penner out of Martinsville, 81 Malibu, 66 Fairlane. Let's roll. And Rick Scott is on. Nolan Penner turns on that red light. 77 Chevrolet Nova is like to think Value Tire. A lot of experience on the line, folks. These are both very good bracket racers. This should be a fine match. Oh, but Frank turns on the red light. Anita Hendry will advance. Anita Hendry moves on. Auto Body, RWH Motorsports, Scott and Glenn Yaremko, and Dad and Mom. Walter Furness, 1088. Braden Haru, 935. Walter Furness will have a 2.5 head start. And we've got a clean start. Scat Rat. Down to 1033. He'd like to thank OK Tire and Auto and Hendry Motorsports. Firebird Barracuda, separated by about 5 years on the lots. Clean start to Firebird hard. Also, there's Valley Boys Plumbing and Heating. And in the right-hand lane, that's Keith DeJarle out of Regina. That's a 1967 Pontiac Beaumont. He'd like to thank Dynacrane, Deck Bros Performance, ABS Competition, Pro Reefer Services, and Link Trailers, dialed in at 1146. Look at the wheel stand. Ryan Appleby, Ryan Magnus, red lit in the Mike Gonziola purging the nitrous system, making sure it's going to be absolutely ready when he gets on the loud pedal. Getting that wheelie bar squared away and ready to go. Nitrous oxide on that 959 cubic inch engine for the Terminator. He's really purging the nitrous system. Holy cow. Must be seeing something, because that's quite the nitrous purge if I've ever seen one. He's going to be down half a tank after this, it looks like. Oh well, if you pay for what's in the bottle, you can use it however you want. So he wants to purge, so he's going to purge it. Up the stage lights. Oh boy. He was going to be on a pass, but lost
That
the
looked
traction there.
really good, and then
Yeah.
he said, I gotta get out of it or something happened. But
Mobile. Andy Postman is like, forget that noise. You got to have balls of steel to ride a motorcycle, and I'm going to make all you cage drivers pay. That's what he's thinking right now. He's going to show them the way on two wheels. Cal Teb, of course, is going to say, nuh-uh. The honor of the automobile is at stake, and I'm going to take it. Again, we're friends in the pits, but when you've got a bit of a grudge match here, there ain't no friends no more.
all right, let's thank you, Tom Reitmeyer, once again out of Sherwood Park, Alberta. Put your hands together. 71 Mustang Mach 1. Side by side for Brian. Oh my God, I thought we were law-abiding citizens here in Saskatchewan. We're outlaws.
Maybe it's like how we're friends.
Woo!
Competition.
That was awesome.
Maybe that's the same thing that's going on here. You know, in real life.
Second one. Day round. All right, side by side burnouts. The 52 didn't get claimed today. How about a 739, 100?
Just went in the space of 400 meters. The acceleration on that vehicle is absolutely insane.
Well, we better. All right, here's the. We don't have the right number. But it needs. They love you run.
Oh, for sure. Well, you like the sound of that? That's the blowing altar to Dwayne Treleaven on the Grand Doors.
All right, Treleaven been guided on the starting line. We've got the lights on, staging going.
So in the world of drag racing,
he says he's ready. He's doing a few free revs just to make sure it is right. Driving there, he was going straight and all of a sudden he's sideways.
All right, the alcohol burn. A solo pass here. started volunteering, and now we're here. So
Here comes.
shout out to the bull coming back down to.
That was this. You don't know what kind of smile right now Irv has on his face, folks. And I was going to announce we got cars coming down the return road, but Rod, I can't see a damn thing.
No. We only know that Irv has a smile because we know it, not because we can prove it with physical evidence at this point.
And I got to believe Steve Betker's adding to the smoke here. I'm getting to the point I can't really breathe too well. I'm going to get out of here right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow you out of here because this is getting nuts.
And then there was one, and you can tell it's probably Mr. Irv keeping going. But I can't see a bloody thing here, Rod.
Me neither.
No, I can't either. That's probably my cue to exit the tower when I can no longer see anything.
That's crazy.
The Tomahawk! Pyromaniac! You know what? I still can't hear ya! Tomahawk! Pyromaniac! Do you guys want to feel the jet cars? Do you want to hear the jet cars? Do you want to see the jet cars? I can't hear you! What? Okay, I got a little bit of that.
isn't so incredible, and the fireworks show has begun.
I knew that's how they were going to do it.
What happened to those marshmallows? We had 6,000 marshmallows to toast. What happened to them?
They have totally disintegrated on us. They are no more. They wouldn't even be that tasty if they'd survived, I don't think. Thanks again for the jet cards, and once again, our fireworks show is underway. So if you want to hang out for a few more minutes, we've got the fireworks going, and I think we're going to do some bracket racing yet tonight. So if you are not quite done, feel free to hang out. But again, enjoy the fireworks show. Thank you, everybody, for coming out to our 60th anniversary SIR ShowDown show. Great to have you all here.
That's right, Rod. Everybody, thank you so much. The 60th anniversary race, total success. Look at the fireworks. We got everything going for you here. Once again, thank you for supporting SIR. 60 years of drag racing, one of the oldest tracks here in Western Canada, and we're very proud of that. So once again, everyone get home safely, and we will see you again.
Absolutely. If we don't see you at the points race, we want to see you back here next year for the showdown, the 61st anniversary edition of Thompson City Cinema Football event as well.
Okay, racers.
Canadian.
Down that return road here, the wild thing. And indeed, the concrete pointing car as well. They come on a great show.
Big Canada.
folks, we're going to do some bracket racing. If you're not had your fill yet of drag racing action, we have got some bracket racing coming your way, folks. I just had to bravely run away from the tower there. Not a big fan of that. So, but yeah, we got some more bracket racing coming for you right away.
Woo! Yeah!
Mohawk jet car back down the return road. Huge thanks for coming up, guys. We appreciate each and every one of you. That's a ton of miles to come up from the U.S. and put on a show for all of us fans up here. That's the Tomahawk, and I believe coming down a little bit further north is the Pyromaniac jet car as well. Just a phenomenal show. I don't know if you could see it, but when they hit the throttle in the staging or near the starting zone, the tires are actually locked up, but the car is still moving forward. They just have that much force. Jack, Super Pro, you are on track. All right, Super Pro, you are on deck. We just got to clear a few folks on that staging road there. So, Super Pro, you are on deck. You're ready to go when we call. Again, fans, we're going to do more bracket racing here. Again, if you just have not had that action. And, I mean, how could you? It's been a phenomenal show. There, again, the Pyromaniac coming down the road. Thank you, guys, for coming out and joining us. It was a great show. Pyromaniac and Tomahawk lighting up the sky. But we're still going to run some bracket races for everybody here. Features are done for but there's still some cash to be won. CR Petroleum putting up quite a bit of money to bring up some of those cash. So again, the pro $1,000. And the Saturday night, potentially a Sunday morning at SIR. $3,000.
Nice one, eh?
whole just